And so as we start with the eyes closed and letting the body become comfortable, we utilize our ears to the sounds. And whether it's the sound of my voice, sounds in your house or apartment, maybe sounds coming from somewhere else around you, we welcome in those sounds to be part of our environment and part of our background that in this moment can help relax us. That these sounds are just background noise. And we acknowledge that right now, in this moment, there's nowhere I need to go. There's nowhere I need to be. And there's nobody wanting or needing anything from me that can't wait. And as we create a safe space to enjoy, to relax, to unwind, to be in this moment here, we'll start from the top of the head and begin to think about what it would be like with our creative mind to imagine a soothing liquid beginning to pour or melt down over the top of the head. That this liquid, whether it's thin or very thick, can move as slowly or quickly and slowly as you'd like down over the head and through the hair, down over the forehead, imagining it slowly sliding down the neck. And that it passes over the beginning of the spine and continues to move into the shoulders. And what we think about as it moves is that this soothing liquid has special powers to relax and release the muscles. As if the muscles that it touches could become part of this fluid movement, letting go of any tension and tightness, allowing your mind as it passes over muscles to think about what it would be like if the head were so heavy from the muscles in the neck relaxing that your head could begin to feel heavier and heavier and heavier still. And as it passes over the shoulders, that feeling of releasing the weight of the world, stress and responsibility, letting your shoulders, which can hold so much tension, begin to go down, releasing the head and the neck further, and becoming curious again as to how much heavier the head can feel. And before we leave the comfort of the neck, imagining all that soothing liquid melting down over the eyes, the way it can move over the nose, down over the jaw. And for those of us who hold tension in the jaw or grind our teeth, imagining that soothing liquid slowly being absorbed into the jaw and the muscles in the jaw softening little bits at a time. And as you feel the gentle breath moving through the nose or through the mouth, very light, just feeling the air, how it can move into the jaw, the way it can tickle the back, how it can totally move right up into the center of the forehead as well, as if bringing oxygen to the mind's third eye. The way that we can bring it up is if opening the mind's third eye wider, And then breathing down and away. Feeling your head releasing backwards more. And the shoulders relaxing more. And as we continue now, down through the jaw, unwinding like two screws, becoming loosened, releasing the jaw, moving into the chin, and imagining the soothing liquid moving down the throat. And could you imagine that this soothing liquid could turn a light teal color as it moves down over the throat? Opening the throat chakra, permission to think or speak freely here in this moment. And the way that a soothing liquid moves over the throat, how it can also move down over the shoulders and pool down the back. And as the soothing liquid now begins to move, or we think about the relaxation beginning to enter in the arms from the shoulders down to the elbows, all the way to the wrists, the palms of the hands and the tips of the fingers. And we think about the arms and this feeling of letting go, this feeling of surrendering to the moment, to the now, to the chair or the bed or the couch or the floor that you're in, and giving it permission and you permission to enter into the symbiotic relationship of healing and helping. That if you allow what you are laying on or sitting on to support you completely, that would give every muscle in your body permission to relax. And as you feel that beginning to happen more and more, challenging yourself to moving down and down into the comfort of yourself. Thinking about the arms and what would it be like to just pretend that the arms were too heavy to even lift. And if you pretended that they were just too relaxed, too calm, too tired to lift, they would feel twice as heavy, and the heaviness means relaxation, and the relaxation means no stress, and no stress means greater comfort, and a mind that's opening more and more. A light tingle can begin in the tips of the fingers. And we think about the spine and the base of the neck. We think about each vertebra, how it's like a staircase of the body. The ability to move one vertebra at a time down and down, as if you could follow the spinal cord in the body all the way to the lower back. And when we get to the lower back, imagining the soothing liquid being poured over the stomach, filling up the stomach and the belly button and beginning to flow down the sides, relaxing the lower back where we hold tension, where guilt and frustration can live. That as we relax the stomach, our digestion can pick up, allowing things to flow, to move, as if the breath can go deeper, that we can breathe, and each exhale being that sensation of moving down. Releasing us from the mind into the body. Feeling the body getting heavier and calmer as we move now through the legs. And imagine drawing a line down the front of the legs, following over the thighs, over the knees, continuing down the shins, stopping right at the ankle. And then on each ankle, creating one line that runs down to each of the toes, drawing them, and at the tip of each toe, creating a dot, a point, a place where energy can leave the body and connect you to the ground. A place where we can imagine tiny little beams of red light exiting from the feet, or tiny little waterfalls flowing out the tips of the toes, letting your bodies, your legs empty and drain of any remaining tension. And reminding your mind and your body that in this moment, there's nowhere I need to go. There's nowhere I need to be. And in this moment, I can enjoy this thoroughly. Now, as the body rests, I invite you to travel back up through the body, all the way to the center of the forehead. And if we notice that dark twilighty expanse behind the forehead, a place I consider to have infinite possibilities, a doorway into the subconscious mind, our creativity, our higher self. I wonder if you could imagine a soft feather, how light it is floating gently in front of you, back and forth, swaying as it moves down side to side. And watching how it rocks and moves so effortlessly through that space. And whether it's a clear image or just the thought, how enjoyable it can be to think about that lightness, to be light as a feather, or to feel the motion of that gentle rock, that soothing comfort, as we lull the mind even deeper down now. Now I wonder what it would be like to use the power of your mind to move forward into your future, feeling this relaxed and this calm. To let your mind know that true confidence comes through knowing whatever happens that you can handle it. And I wonder what it would be like if you could imagine in front of you a door. Might be a door that you've seen before. Maybe it's one that you've created. But you could imagine walking up to this door, putting your hand on the handle or the knob, and as you turn the handle or open the knob, you begin to push the door open, noticing a beautiful bright white light shining as you open the door, so bright that it's hard to see anything. But as it slowly begins to engulf your body and soothe the eyes the way that a beautiful day can, you allow yourself to step into this light with complete faith. And you could imagine twinkling, glistening energy within this light, tiny particles of energy all around you as you bask in this light. And as you slowly acclimate into this light, you notice up ahead of you an escalator that's going down. And the amazing thing about an escalator is all you need to do is step on and allow it to bring you where you're meant to go. And as you approach and gently step onto the escalator, holding the rail, as it moves you down, we count from 10 to 0, moving deeper and deeper down and down from 10 to 9, 8, and 7, to 6, and 5, to 4, and 3, at 2. As we enter the end of the escalator at 1, stepping off and looking directly ahead of you at this beautiful Grecian-looking pool with glistening water and beautiful plants all around. And there's something magical about this place, something quite unique. And while we might not be able to exactly identify what it is, you can notice a beautiful spring of water flowing into this pool. And the water welcomes you to enter. And so as you stand slowly entering into the water, starting with the feet, feeling the water beginning to move up the legs as you wade deeper into the water, knowing that this water is special, it is safe, it is calm, it is soothing and comforting. And as it moves up the body, it's especially buoyant and it begins to lift your body, cradling your neck as your legs begin to lift up and you're floating within this beautiful pool, surrounded by beautiful greenery, and beautiful flowers begin to flow down through this pool of water, becoming one with the world in this moment. The quietness, the calmness, the perfection of a moment. And as you exhale in the next breath, imagine that you could breathe underwater and be welcomed into a world with your guide down into this beautiful water. allowing yourself to sink down just under the water, watching how the light glistens. And as you begin to sink down into its comfort, into its womb, into its relaxation, you are weightless. You are free. Feeling the gentle flow, becoming one with the water as you continue to sink deeper and deeper into this womb of calm. Now, there are many things that we tie to ourselves, many memories of the past, many experiences. These things that hold us down or prevent us from going deeper or going farther or going further. They're like ties, the way a boat can be tethered to a dock. But at times they're very safe and helpful. But when we're ready to move, to be freed, they hold us captive. But here in the comfort of this pool of healing, in the power of your mind, I give you the tools to release yourself. I give you the tools to cut those ties from your body, to work the knots out of the ties that hold you back, releasing the legs, the arms, the mind, wherever they exist for you, you are free. With permission, with forgiveness, with energy, with certainty. I release the things that no longer serve me. I release the things with permission, with forgiveness that no longer serve me. And we watch as these things sink deeper and away, allowing you to begin to float back up to the surface, to be welcomed by the beautiful sunlight on a perfect day. The warm air, like a soft blanket, wraps around you. And as you look to the sky, the universe, this bigger picture, we recognize how connected we are to a path, an inertia, a forward momentum. And I welcome you to fill up with it. Breathe it in, soak it in. The way plants absorb sunlight and use it as energy to grow. As if being reborn from this pool of water, feeling strong, feeling ready. And as we step out of this water back onto land, over to the right is a beautiful garden. And a path leading to this garden will take you right to a beautiful chair, a lounge chair. And as you walk into the garden, noticing the colors of the flowers, the greenery, beautiful butterflies, the way the vines crawl up walls or up trees or up over the fences. This beautiful chair, welcoming you to lay down and rest. And as you lay back in this chair, imagining a beautiful glowing light from the sky and allowing it to enter into the mind. Allowing it to enter to the dark places within and to soothe them, to enlighten them, to fill the mind with glowing energy. And imagine it glowing out the eyes. So much beautiful energy just shining right through your sparkling eyes, that when people look to you, they see inspiration, strength, courage, confidence. They see a leader or a loved one. We allow that energy to emanate through us, within us, that we are love. We are energy. We are forgiveness. We are everything and so much more. Imagine in this garden surrounding yourself with the people that you love. Feeling their support and belief in you. Gratitude, appreciation, we fill up with that love, filling our heart. And I invite you to check right in the back of the head, imagining that any remaining past experiences that are holding you back could have cords that leave out the back of the head. And if there are any remaining ones that need to be cut, we say thank you for the experience, for what I can learn and how I can grow. And we cut them away. We let them go as if just like a cord that gets sucked away, disappears, gets further and further from the back of the mind, that it becomes harder and harder, and the harder you try to remember it, the harder it becomes. Because you don't want it, you don't need it. When your future in front of you is filled with so much love and support. When your future is filled with so much strength from yourself. Now I invite you in this beautiful garden to remember that very soft floating feather. Remembering it floating back and forth. And it gently begins to move down and softly land in the palm of your hand. And as you imagine closing your fingers around it, a gentle reminder of how light and calm and at ease and relaxed you can be. A memento of remembering that everything will be okay. And as we think back now to the center of the forehead, to the mind's third eye, imagining a bubble, the kind that you would find when you blow bubbles. And as if you could blow any worries, any stress, any doubt, blow a bubble above your head with those thoughts, allowing them to float off and then pop to dissipate. That these bubbles of worry, your thought bubbles, can disappear. Now as we move back into that chair, back into our body, back into this moment, you'll feel a little smile begin, gratitude, appreciation. And I appreciate you being here with me today, sharing your energy and support. And if you're open to receiving it, me sending you positive vibes, a light lilac color, if you will. And as we prepare together now to come up and out of this state, bringing with us all these positive feelings, or maybe there's one word that you'd like to come up with. For me, my word is brave. And as I come up with this word, I start at 0, which will always be the number of deep relaxation. Coming up to 1 and 2 to 3 and 4, taking a nice deep cleansing breath. Before you open your eyes, write your word on the inside of your forehead in script. Imagine writing your word in script right on the inside of your forehead. So it's always there as a gentle reminder that whenever you think this word, hear this word, say this word, it can elicit a response in the body and in the mind. Go ahead and open your eyes and welcome yourself back into the room. Thank you guys for joining me today. I always say it's great if you have a bath. Get some, if you have pink salt at home or Epsom salt, a nice salt bath is really good to help keep you grounded and detox off any residual energy that might not be necessary. Sage, Palo Santo, both awesome things to do too. And I hope you have an awesome night's sleep tonight, letting go of all those things, other things you can do today just to reinforce. Write what you let go of today on a piece of paper. Burn it, bury it, heck, stick it in the freezer in a glass of water and let it freeze in there so it's frozen. Lots of ways to get rid of this stuff, but we're giving yourself permission to release. If anybody has any questions, I will stick around for a bit. I'm gonna unmute everybody if I can figure out how to do it. And if you do have any questions, just let me know. And you're all unmuted now. If you have no questions, then feel free.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was wonderful.
Oh, you guys are so welcome. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Hey,
You too.
Thanks, Alex.
you're welcome.
Love. Big love.
Big love to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.